What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 20th of December, we're going to take a look at Casper/Tether this morning. Gate.io will be the chart data here, and we will talk about a daily chart here for Casper Cryptocurrency. Guys, welcome to the channel, all of the current and new subscribers. So Casper currently up 2.12%. So we're starting to see a little pop here of green in the cryptocurrency markets as a potential pullback gets underway here for U.S. stocks. The futures were down slightly this morning. We'll see if that holds, or they continue to rally here into the end of the year. But at least for the time being, we're seeing cryptocurrency start to turn green again. Maybe we'll take a look at Bitcoin at the end of this video. So we're getting a pullback, or have gotten a pullback, I should say, for Casper Cryptocurrency. We talked about some resistance up in this level here, so you call it right around the 5-cent level. This big pop here, and then the markets flipped, and now they have rallied. But this is overhead resistance right here. So we ran up really nice right into that. Not too much to ask for. Pretty normal action. So the high was 5150, and that took place on the 5th of December. We also talked about a couple videos back the pullback. Let me try to get the circle tool here, so make this a little easier. So this area right here where the markets got up to and then broke through, so that was an area of resistance, and so far it has turned into support as the markets pulled back to that area right in here between yesterday and the day before. So old resistance flipping into support. That is exactly what you want to see on that's a nice solid chart thing to see. So this was resistance. Markets broke out very, very strong right up into where it should have paused into resistance and then pulled back here. And we're turning this so far into support. So we'll see if this can fully hold and Casper can rally from here. So not financial advice, not telling you to buy or sell or anything like that. A lot of people are lower or long from much lower prices here for Casper. That is, for example, let's take this pullback here. So from top to bottom there, that's about a 25% pullback. Let's see what we're currently at here from top to bottom, roughly. That is about a 20, let's see, what does that say? 26, 27% pullback from top to bottom. So basically the same, nothing to fear, in my opinion, anyways. And it's nice to see that the pullback did stop at this old high, which was, like I said, resistance, and now potentially turning into support. If and we could be seeing it right now, the early stages, if the U.S. stocks are going to start to cool off, then cryptocurrency potentially can start to heat up and start to move higher. Markets don't go always, anyways, straight up in a straight line and then down in a straight line. Keep in mind here, we are still, let me see if I can get this to work properly. We are still we are below if we look left on our charts here, this whole area is hanging above the market. So let me get a different tool here, but the rectangle tool. This whole area here is above the market, acting as resistance, and then we are basically trading below that box. So call it like the box method. I've talked about it, probably not in a while, but in old videos. So at some point here, in the right market conditions, we will get a break back into this overhead box here. So back into this area, which is also this area over here. You can see we've got up there, once, twice, got very close this recent time, but not quite. So maybe this pullback will fuel a rally especially if U.S. stocks really start to roll over. They have been on one incredible run in the past couple weeks, if not longer. Very, very nice rally we're seeing over there. So that's kind of my thoughts on Casper. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Patience. It's just part of the market. I mean, sometimes if you can just chip away and get. Now, this is going to refer to like trading. So if you're a long-term investor, you can take some of that and run with it. But sometimes you just got to chip away, take your small profits, follow whatever your rules are. And every once in a while, you'll hit like a home run. And, it's more for trading. But a lot of people have been waiting. XRP investors have been waiting a very, very long time for these ridiculously high price predictions that just, aren't here. And that's just the reality, maybe at some point. But in between all that is huge trading ranges that you can trade. So, you just got to find a set of rules that work for you. So we'll see here at some point, we'll see higher prices across the board for 1, Casper, 2, XRP. Bitcoin has been doing very well. And speaking of Bitcoin, let's jump over there. So once again, Casper up 1.78%. This is a daily chart, Casper/Tether Gate.io, the data here. And so far, the pullback, like I said, looks pretty good. Let's see if it holds and turns that area from resistance right here into support, which so far it has. And maybe we can get back up to the upper end of this range, which would be around the 5.3, 5.5 cent level for Casper. So let me know your thoughts on Casper. Let's drop over to Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin up $500, 1.19%. So we talked about this probably in yesterday's videos, one of yesterday's videos anyways, that a couple scenarios could be playing out here. This could be nothing more than just a slight pullback, getting ready to break out into a new high. This is in a pretty strong trend higher. So that's the scenario 1 I'm going to go with. Scenario number 2 that could be playing out here and does play out from time to time with markets when they start to roll over. Markets don't always just go straight up and then straight back down. Sometimes they do, though. Is we have a very sharp pullback, almost a shot over the bow. We get a little reaction to the upside, which ends up being a lower high. And then we get that another lower low, which can be pretty nasty. And then we do have a confirmed trend change lower. So we could be seeing that as well. We're kind of in this middle area here, kind of in no man's land here. And we just have to wait to see what happens. So if the U.S. stocks really start to get slammed and roll over, not saying they will, then cryptocurrencies might as well. They might not be able to continue higher. So once the selling starts to hit in a big, big way, it usually hits everything, including cryptocurrencies. So that's kind of it for Bitcoin. We're seeing Bitcoin higher. We're seeing cryptocurrencies across the board right now, as of this morning, the 20th of December, higher. And like I said, we're looking for that higher high for Bitcoin, and that'll really start to fuel, if it happens, Casper and XRP and stuff like that. But we could be in a trend change, like I said. And if that's the case, that was our warning sign right there. We're getting a reaction move, which should be at lower high and then that lower low. And that would take us probably back down to 38,601. That's that, guys. That is that. When it comes to, so here's my opinion, okay? When it comes to trading cryptocurrencies, it's tough to beat something more liquid, and it's probably the most liquid, and maybe the most traded is the Bitcoin products. Maybe some of the Ethereum products, futures, but the Bitcoin futures, which are a huge product, the Bitcoin micro futures, if you're looking to trade a market in cryptocurrencies, it's pretty much, the elephant in the room is going to be Bitcoin. So, yeah, of course, you could trade in and out of Casper. You got to find a place to do that. But, for example, Tasty Trade or Tastyworks, I think the name has switched now to Tasty Trade. You can trade those futures on there. You can trade the micro futures on there. So if that's something you're interested in, I would suggest taking a look at that. It's just another market. You know, the name's pretty much irrelevant. And yeah, that's that, guys. All right, so let's see what happens here. Let me know your opinion. Is Bitcoin going to make another higher high here, continue the trend higher, or is this the early signs of a top for Bitcoin? And we're going to put in a, like I said, a lower high, which could already be in as of yesterday, and then we start to ramp up lower. Or does the other scenario play out that maybe we'll see Bitcoin rally today, putting in a higher high? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.